Okay, I took a slight detour from writing because I'm gonna help promote books that are enjoyable, and you know what, Clawson does a good job with fantasy, but this thing is even I think even I like things that are to the point in kind of in your face sometimes. Let's see, 6-shooter philosophy. Words should be bullets and books loaded guns. Shooting and writing anything remotely philosophical should follow the same rules. Fire only when you mean it and shoot goddamn straight. Blow your opponent's brains out. Don't pull the trigger if you don't know what will happen. Don't speak about big ideas unless you're prepared to live with the consequences. In this decadent age where thoughts or words are violence, and while so many works try to desperately come off as neutral, this book is a cocked navy colt on your nightstand. All books should be this way, dangerous, unorthodox, and make you feel the burning sensation on the back of your head in a library. You should be banned from society for reading such things and join all other idea pariahs in the wild, you heathen. Did you pick this venomous piece of literature up for entertainment? Well, because again, any kind of flubs I make, it's because Florida Woman makes flubs. Did you want to live vicariously through the life of an irredeemable maniac? I hope you're ready for that late night train ride where an urban youth sees you reading this and bludgeons you for such sin. If not, perhaps you should try reading something safer, like Hemingway or My Life as an Immigrant Sucks, White People Suck, Weep for Me by Somalian Woman, number 196. Yeah. Oh, oh, if you haven't noticed, I enjoy people that are just straight to the point. Ah, yes. I don't even know where I'm going to put this in on my channel yet. Maybe in the reader portion of what draws me in. Let's see. Thousands of books are published a year on how you should think, speak, and act. They also happen to be published by by oh, I'm not going to get monetized anyway by faggots who jerk off to their own writing. The equivalent of a dork who walks up to their lane at a shooting range, fumbles with their retard proof Glock 17, and just charges an entire magazine of blanks. Florida Woman has seen things on firing ranges, even in the Navy. Although I did appreciate when the one senior chief said, like, damn, you did pretty good for firing off the M16 from a standing position. I actually scored more points from the standing position than I did on the prone position. Okay, to continue. Call me a bigot, but not this truth. Philosophy would cease to proliferate in such a terrestrial manner if pretentious academics could be legally drawn and quartered in the public square. I, the voice of this book, am no such snob. I am the spirit of a burglar stealing into the houses of the genteel pseudocrats of Hollywood, replacing all their $1,000 designer baka with plastic taka. I think that's how you say it. Again, I apologize for any mispronunciations from Florida Woman. I murder the English language on a daily basis. Scrawling dicks on their postmodern paintings in a fat sharpie, taking a plasma cutter to all their backs of their toilets, and leaving an effigy in elder footarks on their walls. Oh, I'm probably saying that wrong. It's a Futhark. But there you go. That's what I get. That's what I get for neglecting certain portions of my brain for years. This is just my little input right here to continue with the expert status of said book. Okay, you won't find my voice at any conference or expo of babbling significance. I didn't write this tome. It was channeled through my body like the high pressure ventricular valve spurting the blood of the gods down my throat. The passages were not concepted in some college dorm room or in some sterile designer office, but in the realm of the insolent, in the beer-soaked shadows of a rundown party house, within the silent slot canyons of the desert, and on the rebellious pages of a seminary president's study. I don't claim to own any of these ideas, only that they are authentic ways of man, the steel that shapes the cylinder of the revolver. It should read like sandpaper scrubbed on the eyes of a yuppie hipster who picked this up on your coffee table, marrying my ex art school touch on the cover. He'll yowl with the IPA in hand, bleeding eye sockets, cursing my name for eternity. Good. This work was designed to stomp on the pretentious paper thin philosophies catered to soothe the dopamine rotted minds of our generation. And yeah, I would have to include myself in this also, because there's been times where I've just so hard, like hardcore ignored things that when I looked up from my own little corner of the universe, I was like, what the heck happened here? You know, except for in my case, it wasn't really so much dopamine as it was like, if you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. Because I did have a little bit of that mentality back then too. But of course, as I can see with various things of the culture war, you can't really take uh, how to say this. With the culture war, you can take like breaks so that way you don't completely burn out. But it looks like this is going to be an ongoing process for a while. But let's see. To get back to I'll do one more paragraph of this book, and then I'll let you guys make up your mind if you want to pick it up or not. This book did not come to me with the intention of useless insult or even the subtlest of deception, so I will not mince meaning nor extort sympathy from you in translating its ideas. One of the greatest travesties I experience daily in the modern world is that people are predictably soft on their intentions and rarely convey their bare opinions. Shameful. I will openly mock for what I see fit, nothing more. In return for these bullets of ideas, you will swear you will not commit the foulest crime of mischaracterization, willfully misunderstanding. I have left no stone unturned in this tome of mine, and would prefer you to analyze my life with the sharpest razor of skepticism. Even if you are among the slime regurgitating race of propagandizing subhumans known as journalists, I demand this. Don't paraphrase me. Leave my words whole and untarnished by your ribald trickery. Others can decide for themselves if this is a work worth reading, swallowing the fecal slush of some new age news sites. Yeah, again, like in this day and age, rough and raw honesty is gonna catch my eye a lot more often than somebody who, unless go with the old adage of treat me the way you want to be treated, I'm gonna be just like, yeah, like hiding words behind velvet knives and everything else. It's like, yeah, just speak plainly. I can appreciate bluntness more than a, what do you call it, like a comforting lie. Yeah. So there you have it, everybody. About to put down about a half hour, well, nearly a half an hour's worth of work sometimes for me, maybe 3/4 of an hour, because I believe every single one of those $8 will lend to more thinking and even more blunt honesty. Because sometimes the hardest thing to do is to even be honest with yourself. Have a good night, everybody.